Hey guys, Jason with Wolf Overland. Today we are upgrading the shocks on the Lone Peak camper for the actual tent operation. The ones I have on there are 200 foot-pounds from the factory, and we're going to upgrade them to 250 pounds, and they're 36-inch. So any generic 36-inch shock off Amazon, you just transfer over the hardware from that. This should be pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to quickly swap them over. I'll show you how to do it. Yeah. All right, so the question asked is, how do you know you need to upgrade your struts on the Lone Peak camper? Well, when you go to lift it up, and it's going to be heavy at first, but once you start getting it about halfway where the struts take over, they don't really take over. Like, it will kind of go up, and then I'd have to get on the side and kind of push it the rest of the way up. Now, it'll hold it open, and closing it will be really easy because, you know, the struts are overworked. But obviously, when you go to open it, you get to that pivot point where the struts take over, and they don't take over. So you basically have to push it almost all the way to the top. And that's how I knew I needed to upgrade the struts. With the traction boards that I put up on the roof right there, we basically maxed out the struts on the Lone Peak camper. You know, these struts right here. So I called Lone Peak. They said that they don't have any more heavier, they don't make a heavier duty shock. But they do, they did tell me I can just buy 36-inch struts, right? And then the factory strut for this is a 200 foot-pound. So I went up to a 250 foot-pound and swapped them out. These are the old ones. Basically, you just unscrew the hardware off these and install them on the new one once you take them down. So it is a T5, right? So what I did was I loosened that one, and then you're gonna loosen these two right here. And you're gonna have to have someone up in there holding the top up or somehow prop it up, because one strut will not hold it, contrary to what Lone Peak said. So once you undo those two, this will slide forward, relieve the tension, and then you can undo the two bolts, take it down, swap the hardware, put it back up in there, and then, I don't know if you can see it, but the eyelet I just marked with a marker right here where it was indexed. And you want to make sure after you bolt this in, you push up on the top, and this will slide back to your marker spot. And as long as the marker spots are the same on both sides, you're good. You just don't want the tent to start getting cockeyed. So I showed you on that side because this side I got the awning. It was a little bit more difficult to get to, but that was it. It was pretty easy. Make sure you use Loctite when you put the bolts back in, because you don't want them rattling loose. Other than the hardest part is obviously supporting the top of the tent. It's pretty heavy. I took the boards off in order to make it easier to do, but obviously it's done. Again, a 200 foot-pound strut may work for you. I have pretty much every accessory from Lone Peak, the panel, the fan, 3 load bars, the traction boards. Now, I modified the pins to accept the bigger locking ones from Max Track, so I can fit 4 up here. And I do have felt tape on here. I've driven around now for probably 600 miles, and there's no damage to this at all, and no damage to this. It's not touching back here. Here it's barely touching, but as you can see, the solar panels are actually levitated, and I have it angled just right, so it's in the middle, so you can see that could flex a little bit, but as long as it's not rubbing on the panel itself, which it's not, we're good. And then this way I can get all 4 up here, and I can have the quick lock on them and the ability to lock them if needed. But easy quick lock. Let's see, I also have the Starlink, Wii Booster, Lone Peak fan, 3 load bars. So, I mean, there's a lot of weight up here, and it kind of makes it hard to lift it. These shocks do help. The heavier duty ones do help lift because they're a lot stronger. Now, I thought about moving this to the front, but as you can see, Back here, I got more solar panel exposed to the sun, because half of this won't be on there. When I originally got it, I believe this was further down over here, blocking more of this panel. And if I put it on the other side, I have the risk of hitting the actual the connector ports. And then this side is kind of the recovery side. And I like it right here because I move the handle, I can jump up on the wheel and throw them down, throw them up. So these are all locked in. And yeah, I like this modification, and I think the pros outweigh the cons. I think the upper struts were a necessity. All right, guys, that was pretty easy, right? Please comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Drop me a comment if you have any issues doing this, or if you want to upgrade the shocks in yours and you want to kind of figure out the amount of shock to put on there, depending on the weight, I guess. 250 foot-pounds, or yeah, I did 250 pounds. Factory obviously is 200 pounds, and I'm happy with this. Now, if I had more stuff up top, like if I put a toolbox up there with recovery gear, I might want to up it, you know, but the more you up it, the more stress is going to be on the actual joints. So obviously, this is going to work for me. I'll keep you guys updated, and thanks for watching. I got a couple more other videos on installs in the Lone Peak camper, but yeah, I don't know if I'll add that. All right, guys.